Hello everyone, and welcome to our first televised course targeting the first year's scientific stream. We are going to start with Eureka. Okay, so everyone, look at this picture. What do you see? Ah, there's a woman, right? What is she doing? Is she cooking? Or is she washing clothes? If your answer is washing clothes, you're right. Now, do you think it's the right idea to wash clothes today? Probably not. Now, what is the invention that makes life easier for us today? We are going to listen together to an audio script talking about this invention. Listen carefully and fill in this table. With the power of TV, the table is drawn. So, we have introduction that discusses the importance of home labor saving devices. 2, there's a problem. What is the problem? Then 3, we have original solution. As you have seen before, there was a washboard in picture number 1 that we talked about earlier. 4, problem with the solution. 5, the invention. I'm going to mention who, what, and when. Here, it's already answered. James King, the washing machine, and the year was 1851. Then, 6, we have the problem. Then, 7, the new invention. And finally, the conclusion. Thanks to technology, there are many labor-saving devices in the modern home today. People have invented them to save time and effort. But these labor-saving devices have not come out of the blue. As the saying goes, necessity is the mother of invention. For example, in the old days, people had to keep clean, and they did so by washing their clothes by hand in rivers or country streams. Sometimes they used a washboard on which they moved the clothes up and down, and sometimes a small rock to beat the clothes. That is how they kept clean. However, there are 3 main drawbacks to the solution. First, it took a long time to clean the clothes. Secondly, it was very hard work. Thirdly, clothes did not last very long because the stones, brushes, and washboards damaged them. That is why a device was necessary to save time, labor, and clothes. In 1851, a man called James King invented a washing machine powered by hand. Yet, this is still hard work, even though it did not take as long as before to clean the clothes with the manual washing machine. Thus, in 1909, a company in the USA produced the first electric washing machine, and today this device is so useful that almost every home has one. I'm going to repeat the text again. Today, thanks to technology, there are many labor-saving devices in the modern home today. People have invented them to save time and effort. But these labor-saving devices have not come out of the blue. As the saying goes, necessity is the mother of invention. For example, in the old days, people had to keep clean, and they did so by washing their clothes by hand in rivers or country streams. Sometimes they used a washboard on which they moved the clothes up and down, and sometimes a small rock to beat the clothes. That is how they kept clean. However, there were three main drawbacks to this solution. First, it took a long time to clean the clothes. Secondly, it was very hard work. Thirdly, clothes did not last very long because the stones, brushes, and washboards damaged them. That is why a device was necessary to save time, labor, and clothes. In 1851, a man called James King invented a washing machine powered by hand. Yet this was still hard work, even though it did not take as long as before to clean the clothes with the manual washing machine. Thus, in 1909, a company in the USA produced the first electric washing machine. And today, this device is so useful that almost every home has one. Now, let's get to the answers. So, the problem, people had to keep clean. Now, the original solution, what was it? It was their hands, small rocks, washboards, and brushes. The problem with that they took a long time, they were still hard work, and the clothes were damaged. The second invention was, the first invention, sorry, was James King, the washing machine, and the year was 1851. Then the problem with this invention, it's still hard work because it used hands. Okay, the new invention, it was the year 09, sorry, because if you have heard the text, it was 1809. Who invented that? It was the US company. And what was it? It was the electric washing machine. Okay, and the conclusion that everyone, almost every home, has one. Now, let's review our answers. The introduction was about the importance of the home labor saving devices, the problem that people had to keep clean, the original solution were hands, rocks, washboards, and brushes. The problem with this solution, it took a long time, it was a hard work, and the clothes were damaged. The original invention, or the invention for that, or the solution for that was, it was in 1851, by James King, and the invention was a washing machine. The problem, it's still hard work because it used hands. The new invention was in 1909 by a US company, and the invention was an electric washing machine. The conclusion, almost every home has one. I know that you have answered them all correctly because you are good students. Now, use the information shown in this table to write a brief presentation about the washing machine. Go. Now, with the power of technology, the board is clean. Let's start writing a brief presentation about the washing machine. Of course, we're going to start with the introduction. Okay, let's say nowadays there are a lot of home labor-saving devices. Devices. Why don't we mention the washing machine? Like the washing machine. Then let's talk about the original problem, which is people have to keep clean. So let's say in the past, people had to keep clean. Then the original solution, which was using hands, etc. So they used what? They used their hands. What else? Rocks. Washboards. And what? And brushes. Then the problem with those early uses of cleaning clothes, they were hard. It took a lot of time, and they damaged the clothes, and it was a hard work. But It was hard work. It took a lot of time. And it damaged the clothes. Okay, now let's move to the invention, which was the washing machine invented by James King. So let's say in 1851, James King invented the first washing machine. In 1851, comma, James King, sorry, King should be capital letter, King invented the first washing machine. Of course, there was a problem with the washing machine because it was still hard work since it was using hand. So, however, it was still hard work. Since it was powered manually. Manually means by hand. Okay, now let's move on to the last invention, or the new invention, which was the electric washing machine. We have a date, in 1909, who invented that? A US company. Invented the electric washing machine. Okay. What was special about this washing machine? It saved time and effort. So let's write it here, which saved time and effort. Okay. Now to the conclusion. Now let's say today almost every home has one. And this was the brief presentation about the washing machine. Now let's read again. Nowadays, there are a lot of home labor-saving devices like the washing machine. Full stop. In the past, people had to keep clean, so they used their hands, rocks, washboards. Okay, it was supposed to be a comma here, and brushes. But another comma. It was hard work, comma. It took a lot of work. So, lot of time, comma, and it it damaged the clothes. In 1851, comma, James King invented the first washing machine, semicolon. However, it was still hard work since it was powered manually. Full stop. In 1909, comma, a US company invented the electric washing machine, which saved time and effort. Full stop. Today, comma, almost every home has one. Full stop. Okay. Today we learned how to listen for specific information, which is in this case the evolution of the washing machine, and how to write a short presentation about the invention using notes. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
في القناة، الضغط على الجرس، الإعجاب بالفيديو.